Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Premier League Fantasy Football and welcome to my video. In today's video, we're going to be looking at my team and going into Game Week 8. Now, the international break is not over just yet. We've still got a couple of days left before the deadline. However, for me, like this year, when we have an international break, I try my best to take a break as well. Some of you may know that I'm actually engaged, so there's a lot of planning involved, and yeah, really happy, and I cannot wait for Game Week 8 to start. So before I go through the video, let's have a quick look at my sponsor for this video. This video is kindly sponsored by OneFootball, a football application that you can download on your iOS and Android devices. So go ahead and check out on Google Play Store and the App Store. There'll be a link in the description below. OneFootball is the only app you need to follow all of the football actions around the world. News, videos, fixtures, scores, stats, and calendar to stay up to date with the latest Premier League transfers, rumours and confirmations. As you can see on the video, I'm showing you guys one of the features where you can follow any team that you want. You can check out their latest news. There's a lot of stuff to actually go through and read. You can check out their season and how well they're doing. Check out the table and their fixtures. You can check the squad. You can look at the transfer rumours and many, many more. So OneFootball, thank you so much for sponsoring this video. So here we go. Now, as you can see for Game Week 7, I'm going to go through this quite quickly because it's quite old right now. 44 points, above the average of 38, and I got a green arrow. Well, a very small green arrow. As you can see, I'm around that 400k mark. Now, I checked live FPL, checked out my overall rank just to see where I'm at, and I am 24 points behind top 100k. And that's not a lot, so I'm still happy with this rank here. I'm not comparing myself to any other players out there, so I'm just playing my own game and just doing what I need to do. So I'm happy with that because 1 or 2 good game weeks, it will get me there. So happy with that. Obviously, I'm not really happy over the moon about it. I would love to be there, but I'm not struggling too much. So. As you can see, this was my team for Game Week 7. I'm just going to quickly go through this. So Sanchez with 6 points. I bought in Diaz. So I had Trent. I removed Trent for Diaz. Just wanted to give Diaz a chance, really. Plus, I'm slowly changing my team around. There's a lot of transfers that I want to talk to you guys about. I bought in Diaz for the long term. So not the short term, not for that Liverpool game. I'm looking for the long term. Shaw with 2, Livramento come off my bench because Christensen did not play, so happy days there. Livramento is pretty much one of the best players to have in our FPL teams. Greenwood and Jota, 2 of my players that, in that 7 mid-price midfielders, is not doing what I wanted him to do. Greenwood with 1, Jota with 2, Salah there with 13. Fantastic, brilliant from him against Manchester City. Gray with 2. Now Ronaldo was benched. Now on Twitter I was absolutely angry because a lot of people got this news right at the 5 minutes before the deadline or something, and I'm thinking to myself, this is by purpose. Come on, seriously, this is just taking the piss. Where are people getting this information from and so on? And you know what, I just want the deadline to change to how the Champions League game does it, right to the kickoff. So if you see someone benched, okay, you'll see them, and then you can you can still make your changes. But at the end of the day, Lukaku blanked as well, so it didn't really matter, but at that time it did. And yeah, I really want the deadline to change. I know it already changed, but I just want it to be right to the deadline, right to the kickoff, Then you can make your changes, everyone will be on the same page. We'll all be able to see the team lineup, and then we'll make our decisions there. Raul Jimenez, though, 2 assists from him against Newcastle. I'm happy that I bought him in when I was wildcarding. So happy days, fantastic. 10 points there, helped me out a lot. And Antonio with 2. This was my bench. All of these players did not play. So 44 points, around the 400k mark, 24 points behind top 100k. It's not too bad for me. I'm not panicking, so I'm all good. Now I'm just hoping that I can get a decent game week here in the next coming game weeks, because I think I got the team for it. As you can see, I got Sanchez in goal against Norwich away. I think this is a very good fixture for Brighton to keep a clean sheet. I'm hoping that Luke Shaw, Greenwood and Ronaldo can do well here against Leicester City. I think there's going to be a lot of goals in this fixture. Christensen, I'm just going to pray that he plays, but if he doesn't, I'm not too fussed because I do have Livramento on the bench. I might even play Livramento, to be honest with you. And I do have Williams, but I'm not sure if he's actually going to play now. But I've got a decent sub to kind of help me out, just in case. Diaz, very good player. Great fixture for Manchester City to score a lot of goals in and keep a clean sheet. Same thing what I said about Luke Shaw and Greenwood. I just need them to score, just get me some points before I remove them. I am thinking to captain Mo Salah. It's just on form. Why not? Gray has an okay fixture against West Ham. West Ham is not really the best team that's going to keep a lot of clean sheets. I think this is a good chance for Gray to get some returns, even though West Ham is a good team. I think with Cavalier coming back and Richarlison, I think this will give him a higher chance to actually get some more returns, to be honest with you. I think that kind of helps him out. Jota, right now, he's got an injury, so we'll see if he is out. But to be honest with you, I think I just want to remove him anyway, and I do have a transfer option for him. Antonio against Everton. It's Antonio. If Antonio is great. Raul Jimenez against Aston Villa. I'm just going to hope that he does something. And Ronaldo as well against Leicester. So, not a bad team. Now, if I look at the fixtures, yes, Trent, I don't have Trent, but I am thinking to bring him back in. So, do not worry about that. I know a lot of people will be telling me to go and bring him in, but I've got other transfers in mind that I need to do first. Aston Villa versus Wolves, I can't really predict here on what's going to happen. So I'm just going to move on to the Leicester City versus Manchester United game. I think this is going to be a fantastic watch. I can see Vardy doing well here. Ronaldo. I mean, if I look at that Leicester City's defensive line, that is not good. Trust me, guys. Like, I watched them play, and the back line of Leicester City is not good. Their attacking threat is up there, is good. Jamie Vardy, Barnes, even Tielemans can help out there. I think this is going to be a very good match to watch. Manchester City versus Burnley. Now, this is where I'm thinking to actually bring in a player from. So, I'm looking at Mahrez, I'm looking at Foden, I'm looking at Torres. But the only problem with that is I don't know who's nailed. I don't know who's going to play. But I think with the team that I have, I can take a risk still. Norwich versus Brighton. Good fixture for Brighton to keep a clean sheet. Norwich is just not performing well, although they need to get some points on the board. Southampton versus Leeds. Now, if Rafinha is out of this game, so I don't need to worry about him, but Bamford will be probably back in this game. So I think Livramento, I'm actually thinking to play him as well. So I don't know. I think this could be a good match for Southampton to do well in. Brentford versus Chelsea. I mean, Brentford has been performing well. Chelsea is up there as well with their performance. A lot of people has Lukaku. And yeah, the only player that I'm actually quite scared of this game week is actually Lukaku. So if it's only one, I'm not too fussed. And then you got Everton versus West Ham. I'm not sure what's going to happen here. I'm just going to hope that it's a goal fest. Newcastle versus Spurs. I'm a little bit afraid of Son and Kane, but because of their ownership, it's not going to hurt my rank too much. You got Arsenal versus Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace has actually been performing really well lately. Arsenal as well. So I think this is just going to be an interesting game. I don't think like any of the players from Arsenal or Crystal Palace is going to impact my rank too much. The kind of the big factor here is basically Lukaku. So I feel like with saying all that, I feel like this could be a good game week for me. But as you can see, I got a problem with Jota. So if he is out, let's have a look at how much I got. I got 1.4. If I remove Jota, I got 9 million. I got 9 million to bring in a player. Now this is where the fun begins. So obviously there's Jack Grealish, right? Jack Grealish has been playing a lot of games, playing a lot of minutes. Maybe this is his time to be benched. I don't know. The thing about Manchester City is, if you can get the right Manchester City player, I think you will get a lot of points. That is it. But getting that right is going to be difficult. Then you got like Torres, who didn't even play in the last 3 Premier League games. And he is a player that has got the potential to do well, but if he plays. Bernardo Silva has been playing lately. He's been performing well as well. Not really been big points. We got Gundogan coming back from injury. That might be an option soon. I mean, I can't really afford Sterling, and I don't think I should go and spend big money on a player that could be rotated. So I don't think that's good. With Mahrez, it's the same thing for him. As you can see, these minutes are all over the place. However, I heard that he's got a good record against Burnley. Jesus is probably not going to play in Gameweek 8 because of the international break. So Mahrez could be a great option here, and is more cheaper, as you can see there, 8.7, but it's a massive, massive risk. But look at that, 2.4. If he does well, like if he scores like 2 goals or something like that, or even a goal, that's going to be massive. And I have the money for it. And then you got Foden, who's come back from injury and performed really well against actually Chelsea and Liverpool, to be honest with you guys. And the ownership is still low. And I'm looking at here and I'm thinking to myself, 7.9 is actually, yeah, you know what? That's cheap enough. It will still give me some money left over. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I have like 1.1 million in the bank. And if I do bring in player like Foden or Mahrez, I got a little mentor that can come off the bench if Foden does not play. But then I'm thinking to myself, what about if Christensen does not play? And how's that going to impact my overall FPL team? That's the question. Because if Christensen does not play, if Foden does not play, I will get Livramento, and Williams might not even play as well, because I don't know what happened there. I don't know why he never played against Burnley. That's a concern for my team. I'm not really expecting too much from them, but 2 points is 2 points, right? It's better than nothing. So, I don't know. I'm thinking to take a little bit of a risk. And, for game week 9, I'm thinking to remove Ronaldo for Lukaku and captain Lukaku against Norwich at home. So I'm just going to add Lukaku into the team. There we go. Right now, he's injured, but we'll see what happens. And I got, 1.9? Let's have a look. Maybe I want to remove, I don't know. Maybe I had enough with Christensen. I can bring in a Liverpool defender. So, maybe I can try and bring in Trent, but as you can see, I don't have the money. Maybe I can go for Robertson and try my luck there to go for a bit of a differential. But, yeah, these are just options, guys. Or I could just remove Diaz and bring in Trent, and this will cost me nothing. So I have plans to bring in Trent if I wanted to. So I'm always looking at that, because if I do bring Trent, it's probably going to be in game week 10. But along the way, there could be other issues. So, yeah, I'm having a look at all of these situations and all of these things. I think the press conference is going to give me a lot of idea on what I want to do. But if I quickly look at like game week 9, if I do bring Lukaku here against Norwich at home and captain him, I got my team set up for this. The only thing that I'm kind of missing out on is probably a Brentford player or a Leeds player like Rafinha or something. So I don't know. I'm having a look. Maybe I shouldn't take too much of a risk. Maybe I could bank the transfer, which is another option. So if I bank my transfer, I do have Livramento, so I could do something like this. There we go. Bank the transfer, then I have 2 free transfers. Then, you know, Rafinha will be back. Then I can go ahead and bring in Rafinha. He's going to be playing against Wolves. You know, I want a Leeds player for the long term. Maybe I can go for a Brentford player and Lukaku. So I'm looking at these things, but I think I'm quite close to do a -4, but I don't need to do it. So I'll see what happens. What I'm trying to say is I haven't really decided on what I want to do, but those are what I'm thinking. And you guys know me, when I'm thinking about these things and what I want to do, I probably would just do one of those things. I won't go and completely change my mind. It's not that, I'm not that kind of manager. But anyways, guys, I hope this has helped you. Don't forget, I will be creating my Champions League fantasy football video soon, and probably create another a video before the deadline, because I need your help, basically, because I'm trying to create a wildcard team for that, and it's quite difficult. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining. Smash a like on the video, as it helps my channel out a lot. Hopefully this will get up to about 100 likes. That will be incredible. And subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys next time. See ya.